sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. On the Dolphins sideline, Mike McDaniel at 42 in his 4th season now as the Miami head coach. On the other sideline, the Colts head coach, Shane Steichen. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home, as we are. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL?
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff, and with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder, and, man, we could feel it all the way up here in the booth.
Here's Tagovailoa. Now a screen set up for Achane. He's got room past the 25. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. The Michigan man, Quiddy Hayes. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former 1st-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
We see Daniel Jones take the field, and a bit of a polarizing player, Mike, not necessarily just in New York, but throughout the league, and there's just so much potential. There is so much talent. You think back to him coming out of college. He's big, he's strong, he can run, he can make every throw. And remember, only a couple years ago, he took this Giants team not only to the playoffs, but got a big road victory against Minnesota. So he's shown he can do it. He needs to bounce back from last year's injury and put together more consistent performances than he has of late.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback, and when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. The dangerous Tyreek Hill is deep for Miami. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So, Greg, you look at these Dolphins, 2 years ago, felt like it was going in the right direction, but last year, 8-9, 5 games behind Buffalo in the AFCs. This feels like an important season for everyone with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things Mike McDaniel has to start to realize, Mike, is does their regular season philosophy and identity, does that carry over when they have to go up north to Buffalo and some of these northern cities in the playoffs? And we've seen over the last couple of years, whether it was in Kansas City or when they go up north to Buffalo at the end, that high flying.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Quiddy Hayes. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the first half of the opener.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. So here come the Colts. Greg, they're just kind of in the middle. They're 8-9 last year, behind Houston a couple of games in the division. The last few years it felt like, well, Indy's got a chance, but they just don't have enough guys to get to that next level. This is an important season for the Colts all the way around.
It is, and you mentioned the 8-9 record, Mike, and what really concerns me is not necessarily the record. We always have to look at the context. You're 8-9, but in a division that's, let's be honest, it's not the strongest division in the league. So as that division continues to get better, does Houston get back to their way from a couple years ago? And all of a sudden now, there's a lot less wins on the schedule. So Anthony Richardson, does he now step up and really be the franchise quarterback he was drafted to be? Is it Daniel Jones? Does he kind of have a rebirth now in the Shane Steichen offense and kind of capture some of the magic we saw at times with the Giants? So I think there's a lot of unanswered questions. But this is a big year for this Colts team. Take advantage of the down division, win the division, compete for the division, and I think they'll quiet down some of the concern around Indianapolis.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
On play action, it's Jones. Pushed out to his left.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Jones in trouble, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips working his way in to register his 1st sack of the new season.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Dolphins offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Waddle.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Pretty Pay on the tackle. A loss of a yard.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap to Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
Now Jones on the bootleg. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
The Dolphins' 34-yard line.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Give up the middle to Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Taylor, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard
It is
line.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Jones. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips that time, in there for the sack.
It's now 3rd
If there's
down.
any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. That is Zach Sealer. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Winnipeg, what a start to the season. His 3rd sack here in week 1. In motion is Hill. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. As we are ready to get back underway. And he finds Tyreek. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the 1st down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Dolphins.
Tua, give it to Achane, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Over the middle. It's taken in by Waddle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
The RPO, and one is complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Dolphin first down.
A handoff, it's Achane heading left. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. To the pylon, he's in. Ollie Gordon. Touchdown Miami. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Khalil Herbert on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule. And that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jalen Phillips starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener. Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Quarterbacks, new coaching staff, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Woody Pay, what a half he's putting together. 4 sacks now in the ballgame.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jones going to hang on to it here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Shotgun now for Jones. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here now, third and 5. Throwing, Jones. And this ball incomplete on third down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Off play action, it's Tua. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. Now it's going to be third down. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Jones keeping this one. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 25-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on third down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13. But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's the sign to keep this once more. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Jones. That is caught by the tight end, Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. For Daniel Jones, he had 70 regular season touchdown passes as a Giant. This his first with Indy. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The return, here comes Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The second-year man from UCLA, Latu, in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
I think here offensively, they got to go in at halftime and regroup. The play caller, the offensive line coach, the quarterback, they got to make sure they're on the same page. It just doesn't seem like they're all communicating the pass protection assignments the right way, because he continues to end up on his back.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
A gain of 6 yards.
Man in motion here is Washington. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down. Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Pass right side to down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. 2nd and inches. Now, Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Jones. And that is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to
and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring Waller in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough It's going to bring up fourth down.
Washington.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Colts offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And a short pickup there to about the 18. Second down, they need 7. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one.
Incomplete.
And it'll bring up second down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Jones. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
To number 1, Josh Downs. That's a gain of 7.
Here's Jones to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 17 yards on that play. First down, Indianapolis.
For a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
46-yard line.
They go right back to Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Here comes 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here's Jones. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Colts first down.
Jones operating out of the pistol. Got his man. It's Ogletree. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
18 more yards.
First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down. Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game...
Oh, this pass rush dials in right now. They get him again.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession Get the ball back to your offense and see what they can do.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will extend their third quarter lead.
Dolphins 7.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Davis now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
Gain of 26 yards. First down, Miami.
They'll toss it here to Achane. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
When you have a linebacker that can cover this much ground, Mike, I mean, what an advantage for a defense. Watch his ability to not only pursue this ball and stretch it out wide, but then to secure the tackle and take him down for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. That is fielded at the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's Jonathan Taylor. And fake the handoff. Now Jones. Left side. That is caught by Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a
On first down, Jones. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. A rookie out of Michigan, Kenneth Grant. He gets in to register his squad's 10th sack of this one. Play action now. It's this defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. That's going to be caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. Going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Colts about set to punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
A gain of 15. First down, Dolphins.
Once again, it's Achane. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
That is caught outright on the RPO. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Achad. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Washington. A gain of 16 yards.
Now a give up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achad. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. That's taken in by Achad. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Now this is going to go Tyreek on the pop pass. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon. But he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
Colts 2-yard line.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Achad will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Khalil Herbert to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more.
27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A design run here with Jones.
Jones on the keeper. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Ball
down.
on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jones. The ball's out. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The RPO, that one is complete. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up second.
Hill brought in motion.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. Tagovailoa sending it deep for Waddle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Jones. A short pass taken in by Warren. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Jones on third down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. The Colts about to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
46-yard line.
The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
A shotgun snap for Tua. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
Fouls. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. In motion, it's Waddle. Tua, give it to Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. His kick is good. He got it. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up past the 35.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jalen Phillips. He gets in for the sack. It's getting silly now. A Baker's dozen, 13 sacks for his guys in this game. To throw, it's Jones. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show for 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He keeps it himself. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, Richardson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Richardson. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to get back within a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
18 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
On the ground, here is Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The bootleg, here's Tua. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. Throw on the run is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So here comes 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd down and 5.
Throwing, Richardson. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Richardson. Rolling right. Now he'll run it. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10.
1st down.
He'll get up and clock it and does it with just a little over 40 seconds to play. 2nd down throw for Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. And they're knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Good for another Colts.
Now, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's gotta have. And he has missed this one. No good. And that may have just written a finish to this one.
And you just can't help but feel for a guy in this situation, Mike. I mean, he's got a chance to be the hero. His guys get him down there, put him in position to win the game here late. But he couldn't convert. It's a lonely feeling walking off that field.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.